Be the change. Be the change. Why not? You got to be here on planet Earth anyway. So you might as well be the change. And being the change is not to accommodate all the other ones, or like it's to satisfy someone else's needs, or to do it because someone told you have to do it. It's because that's where your biggest gifts are. Like the biggest gifts that life has to offer you lies within yourself, and it lies in the courage to be the change. Because if you don't, you're going to stay the same. And we can all stay the same, that's fine too. But the rewards, the happiness, the joy, the confidence, feeling content, feeling adventurous, allowing yourself to go on adventures, allowing yourself to experience new things, allowing yourself to approach that person, even if it makes your your nervous system go into high speed, allowing yourself to do it anyway, because it's just initially that it's going to be difficult. And then, as with everything else, the more you practice, whatever it is that you feel uncomfortable doing at first, whatever it is that you are practicing over and over again, it's going to get easier and easier. And soon, before you know it, you'll be having something new implemented into your being. And that's exciting. That's when life starts to be fun. Because now it's not just the same old, same old. Now, like, new things are coming in. You're experiencing new things. And it's a great adventure. Beautiful adventure. Esther and Abraham Hicks says, it is not possible to stand still or to be stuck, because energy and therefore life is always in motion. Things are always changing. Things are always changing. Like everything, like the skin cells, everything is renewing all the time. We are changing every second of, all the time we're changing. So everything is always changing. But the reason it may feel to you as if you are stuck is because while you are continuing to think the same thoughts, things are changing. But they are changing to the same thing over and over. If you want things to change to different things, you must think different thoughts. And that simply requires finding unfamiliar ways of approaching familiar subjects. So whatever it is it love, is it money, is it safety, is it family, is it social, is it hobbies, is it a new business venture, whatever it is, approach it with curiosity, with finding some new way of looking at it. Because if you look at it the same old way, then you are going to, it's always changing, but it's going to change into the same things. It's the same thing with, patterns that are embedded within ourselves. So even if you get out of a dysfunctional relationship, and then you don't deal with the wounds that got you into that dysfunctional relationship in the first place, which can be many different things for different people, for all of us can be different things. But for the reason making you go into that relationship in the first place, and if you don't deal with the cause of why you felt like you didn't deserve anything better than that, or that was it, that was what you was worth. And if you don't change that, you're going to bring in the same old heartbreak and heartaches and the same lessons, but different people. And they're going to come in with the same lesson. Different face, different body, different situation, same lesson, same experience, feeling the same way. And so that's a tedious way to live life on repeat in a negative sense. Because life is going to repeat. Like whatever you think about is going to manifest into your world. And so getting all the same stuff that you're so glad that you was over with, and then you're over with it, and now you don't understand that you have to change something within yourself. You have to get to the truth of the matter, actually, with the truth card. You have to get to the truth of the matter, because the truth of the matter is, dysfunctional relationship. Okay, so someone was, cheating on you or whatever. Something happened. And then your unworthiness complex, like you don't feel worthy enough to be there, is the truth. in why you engaged in this relationship in the first place. Maybe that's all you thought you could was worthy of. And so maybe you even knew that this guy had a long line of affairs behind him, and then you chose to like, oh, but with me it's gonna be different. So in denial. And then the truth is, and then so once you get to the truth, you'll change the patterns. And once you change the patterns, everything in your life changes for the better. Now you don't have to relive it, you don't have to re-experience it and all that. And so just find unfamiliar ways of approaching familiar subjects. And the truth. It is safe for me to align with and express my higher truth, wisdom, and knowing. Sometimes expressing your truth, it'll also require you to be different. And sometimes being different is the most scariest thing on planet Earth for people. So we don't want to be different, we want to fit in. But if you're going to speak your truth and your truth, you're going to have to be honest with how you feel about things and how you actually think about things. So this is knowing thyself. Get to know yourself. What is going on in your mind? What are you thinking about? What are those repetitive things? What is going on in your emotions? And then how can you now implement new thinking, new thoughts to the same subject that you have had problems with before? And so dare to dream a little bigger. Dare to ask for a little bit more. So a little bit bigger than you have dreamed before. Put the dream in a little bit bigger of frame. Add some more stuff to it, new things to your dream. Ask for a little bit more. Not because everything should be bigger, but because for you to see where your limits are. But for you to see where your limits are. So ask for a little bit more. See where you are. Where are your limits? Like, don't limit yourself to this big, this tiny, this little. Don't limit yourself to this little and allow people to make you feel little. Like, just ask for more. Expand yourself. See where is your limit. What do you feel is like appropriate for you to ask for? And where do you feel okay with asking for it? I allow others to hold a different perspective to me and know that there is enough space in the universe for all of us, all of our truth, including my own. It's okay to not having other people validate exactly what you said. Now, we agree on this exactly, so this is now, now we agree on this. And then it doesn't have, we don't have to agree on things. My world is going to look different than your world because my experiences, my life is different. So everything that I've had in my life is different. So it's shaped me in a different way. Your life experiences are different. And what you have experienced in your life is going to be different. So your sense of experiencing the world is different too. And probably no people see the world in the same way. And that's okay. That's okay. Like, we can all, and that's our truth. Like, how you experience it, how you feel about it is your truth. This is your experience. Page of Wands is here on our showing up as someone who maybe needs to be a little bit more curious and set out on a new learning experience. And this curiosity with like passion, thunder and passion. I love it. That's very dramatic here. Very dramatic weather today, so I hope it doesn't interfere too much. But I love it. It's nature, Mother Earth, nature is just so powerful. It's amazing. So we have someone who is setting out on a maybe a new education, something that you're passionate about. This time, not the same old that you already did it, you already done it, and you don't even know. So now you're gonna maybe set out on a new passionate journey. Maybe you're gonna get some education that can take you into the passionate direction that you want to bring your life into. And you're surrounded by the 10 of Cups, which is like you're surrounded by everything that you want, all of your wishes, like the happy ever after. Surrounded by that and blocked a little bit by celebration, homecoming, maybe not finding the way into your true self. So if you don't find your way to a true self, it's difficult to be authentic if you cannot find the homecoming to within yourself, like coming home into yourself, knowing who you are and knowing that you are good enough and that you are everything that you ever dreamed if you only dare to believe it. And so that's kind of in here, and setting out on that new journey with that new confidence, setting out with determination, confidence and balance and all that stuff. And then you had a goal and then you just move towards it. and head in that direction. And then we got the 10 of Pentacles. So we got the 10 of Cups and we got the 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles, over excessive, like you have what you need in your subconscious. You know that you have all the time, the money, the energy, the resources, the knowledge, like you know where to go and get the knowledge for this new project. You know how to research, you know how to find the appropriate answers. You know how to work with people and talk to people so that they can bring in their truth. And then now you can work together. I express my truth. It's also vocalizing, vocalizing. So someone coming in with action, taking action, speaking their mind, taking action, finding out, strategizing, figuring out a plan, moving forward, fast forward. And so some kind of intellectual idea, perhaps you got an idea recently, you got an idea, and then now you set it into motion. You are speaking your truth. And so being honest with myself, and I hear the resonance and truth in my words. Be impeccable with your words as best you can. Be honest, be truthful, speak from your heart. Sometimes we have to distinguish with like policies and policies and stuff in a work-related thing. Spiritual and work-related can be very different. Sometimes it's not the smartest thing to mix the two. Even if you're on a spiritual mission and you relate to people more than like policies and all that stuff, it's still important to be able to distinguish between the two. And expressing your truth is always a good thing, unless you're so we have in our mind space, we have the Knight of Cups, which could be like the Prince Charming coming in, like someone with action. Perhaps you have your mind set on someone that you think can be a good partner for your own, to meet your own emotional needs. So perhaps you have someone in your mind that you feel like could be a great match to your own personal needs, to your own personal self, that you could share your emotions with, that you could share, you be vulnerable with, that you can share all the good stuff with in life. And sometimes the way that we think about things in the traditional way can be our blockage. And so everybody, or a lot of girls, dreaming about the big wedding at like from age 2, and then they get married and they never planned about what to do after they got married. And now they're stuck in a marriage, but they had a great day together, so that was good. But yeah, so then that can be a blockage, like how you traditionally would look at things. What is society telling us that this is the way you're supposed to look at this? And then that can be a blockage too. You might be blocking the natural flow of something that is coming into your life or trying to come into your life. Walking away from something, walking away from maybe also wishful thinking, walking away from walking away from wishful thinking and walking towards your wish fulfillment. Wishful thinking, repeating the patterns, creating the same old, walking away from that. Walking away from thinking about things in a new way. Perhaps there's a different way that you can find the happily ever after, or the homecoming. Like perhaps there's a different route that you can take to come into your own truth, into your own self. And moving towards the wish fulfillment, walking away from everything that no longer serves you. Like I pray that for these videos, I always pray that is for my highest good, is for yours highest good, is for the planet's highest good. So whatever it is, the highest good is that I can relay messages that would be for the highest good. And so walking towards your wish fulfillment and walking away from everything that is not aligning with your highest good. Walking away from that. If it's not aligning with your highest good, walk away from it. You have so much over excessive good stuff going on, new passionate beginning. You have all this happiness around you. You have the safety and the security. And so walk towards your wish fulfillment. And contentment. Somewhere you can feel good, like you created this life. So you took something that was familiar to you and you approached it in an unfamiliar way. So you change it around so that the way you used to think about everything, you don't You no longer just repeat the thoughts. You actually add something new in there so that you can change the results that you're getting into your life, the manifestations. Ace of Pentacles, showing up as someone with a new idea, new journey of some kind. Perhaps you have an idea that you think can be monetized, or you have an idea how you can take back your time. You have a new job, maybe there's a raise or a promotion coming in for you. Perhaps you just raise and promote yourself in your own life. Like if you level up, when you level up, being the change is leveling up within yourself. So once you go from being completely insecure all the time to finding more confidence, now you have leveled up and you've promoted yourself from being drawn to everything that is has insecurity in it. Now you're going to be drawn to the things that are confident and that has confidence in it. So when you level up, you change everything that is coming into your life around you. And that's a beautiful thing. That's what we want. This is why it gets so addicting, to finding your truth, to knowing your truth. Know thyself. Jesus said, know thyself. And yeah, you got to know yourself. Otherwise, how are you going to be able to function or know what's going on around you? It's the awakening. Know thyself. Not the things that you think that you have to be, all the labels, but who you truly are, your essence, that you already are, you always were, and you just have to take the layers off so that you can find it. And then you are being looked upon as someone who can be who is very strong, who can withstand a lot of pressure, and then you can stand your ground and be assertive. You're a good leader. You are someone who can withstand that and handle it. So you have been through, you understand that emotions are just emotions. They come and they go, and they come and they go, and they show up and they leave, and they show up and they leave. And so understanding that is also, and it's valuable for other people, will feel more drawn to you. They will feel safe around you. They will feel like you can hold space for them. If you know thyself, you know thyself, you know your truth, you are going to be able to hold all the space for everybody else, because now you know yourself, and then you also know that these are just people too, and we're all just people here trying our best on planet Earth in one way or the other. Hopes and fears, heartbreaks, hopes and fears. So fears, heartbreak. I know this for me personally is something that I am too familiar with heartbreaks. I've had a lot of heartbreaks in my life, and so for me to be able to take something that's familiar to me, heartbreak is familiar to me. So my fear is moving into my future is going to be another heartbreak, because it takes a long time to recover from the heartbreaks. And so the fear that whatever you're trying to do or to get into that is going to cause you heartbreak, maybe now for me it would be to instead of blocking my own blessings because I'm afraid of heartbreak, or blocking the happiness and joy and bliss because I don't want to experience the heartbreak. And the heartbreak doesn't always come. Some people manage to hang out for the duration of their life together. So some people manage to figure it out, and they have a good time. They have a great time. They lift each other up. They have a great time together. And so it's just about finding the right people, like leveling up, like your worthiness. If you feel worthy of you're only going to do what is best for your highest good. You're not going to attract people who just come in to waltz right over you, right? So leveling up also should give more confidence in being able to choose, make better choices, pick better people, become the person that will attract better people, rather. And so instead of being afraid of the heartbreak and holding back your own happiness, blocking your own blessings and holding back on all that, so instead of doing that, maybe for me now would be to take the familiar emotion of heartbreak, and now I'm going to add something unfamiliar to it. So I'm going to rewrite the story. I'm going to implement stories around it that will change how I feel about moving in directions in my life that everything can possibly cause heartbreak. And so also you're strong enough to handle it anyway. So rewriting it, making it so that you don't worry about the heartbreak, but you understand rather maybe that you're strong enough to hold and to carry it. And also that you have leveled up enough to attract better things, more solid, more higher value things, like aim up. Higher value people, higher value things, higher value situations, attracting that into life, which is great. And justice, like so justice in our physical, sometimes it can be paperwork, it can be like divorces. They can drag out and drag on for like, oh gosh, long time. So if anyone is dealing with that, I hope it resolves easily and quickly for you. Justice in the physical can be like any kind of paperwork, any kind of thing coming in, taking care of your physical self, bringing justice to yourself, like also strengthening your body, strengthening your frame is going to bring you justice in your life, just because the scales is going to be more balanced. Like your body, your mind, your soul is now a stronger unit that can move around and be experiencing this adventure here on planet Earth in a better way. Sometimes it might feel though that looking at all these things, dare to dream a little bigger, ask for a little bit more, see where your limits are, get to know thyself, find your truth, take something familiar and unfamiliar and all this stuff. And sometimes it's like, wow, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Year after year after year, having this picture in your head of something that is doable, that is supposed to be possible to accomplish, and then year after year after year, you'd be working for it. And then sometimes it takes a lot of patience, sometimes it takes a lot of determination, and it takes a lot of hanging in there to get where you want to go. But trust your truth. Your truth is going to be where you find your happiness, your joy, and your bliss. So wherever your truth is, express it, embody it, become it. If you don't like it, then change it. And find the good place within yourself. Once you do, you will attract the good things into your life as well. So the beautiful light in me, it honors and it respects and loves the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.